Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody's had a great day today. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. Um, I was surprised right after the close. My family knows that I don't really do any mentor sessions or anything on Mondays, and they took me out and helped me celebrate my 1 year anniversary. They know how hard it was for me to make this decision because they know me. They know I'm not the type person to just up and do something like this. And, they all have been proud of me and everything that I've done. And so they surprised me, and we spent pretty much the whole evening and afternoon just celebrating. So I wasn't able to do the video yesterday. And I hated that because there was a couple of reasons. One, it was a red day. I lost 580, 583, I think, 16. And it was, the first trade out of the gate, I lost 500 bucks on. And it was all day yesterday, I was just in a different world. Because when that loss was happening, it felt like I was in a dream. It's like I was dreaming that the stock was running away from me, and I would wake up and it would be a dream. But it wasn't. It was real. It was live. And, then we clawed our way back, made some real good trades. I wanted to share those too. But, didn't get all the way back. I think I was only down like 160 bucks at the end of that. But was trying to trade Netflix at the, before earnings. Now I did my due diligence, had everything in place, and knew that I wanted to go long on it, but I wasn't at my desk. Like I said, my family surprised me, and I was away, and so I tried to get on my tablet and remote access my desktop here, because I can do that now. I can remote access it, so you guys, while I'm at lunch, if I'm sitting in a restaurant or something, McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or something like that, and I'm on my tablet and I want to take a trade, I could, you guys could see it streaming because I'm accessing my platform remotely. And so I was trying, trying to do that, and I accidentally went short, messing with this stupid tablet. I went short, and by the time I could fix it, I was down over $300 some, and it was just too late for me to try to go long. Now I could have just jumped long, and it would have been an incredible trade, but I would have been breaking my rules by chasing this thing up. And this would potentially have been a $10,000 trade, but, hey, that's, what can you do? Other than just wait and come back and try to catch the next one. But it's just been a product of the work that I've done, the back testing, really digging in and finding specific stocks that I want to trade, when earnings hits after market. I made some pretty good hits. And every now and then you will get a nice one. I just so happens it just didn't work out for me. But yesterday is in the books. It's done. It's over. I'm beyond that. I took the loss. I accepted it. And, I had all week. I've got all week to get back green and move forward. And that's just how I looked at it. So I hate I missed yesterday. There was some good lessons there. Some good trades. A real bad trade. But, just like that trade I missed, just a missed opportunity. So, of course, we're celebrating my 1 year anniversary, and we're doing the 7 days for $7. And if you were in, we've got several people that's taking advantage of it. Hopefully you got to join in on the class today. I think it was an excellent class. It's something that you really, really need to know in terms of how to approach the market, how to read it, how to determine when the stock you're trading is showing volatility, and how you need to adjust your stop and your profit targets, how you need to manage your trade based on the volatility of the stock. And that's key, especially now moving into earnings. And we'll talk a little bit more about that when we look at my trade here. But it's never too late. You get 7 full days, so you'll be able to catch the day trading class next Tuesday. So if you sign up. So all access 7 days for $7. Also, and this is another reason why I didn't get to do the video yesterday. I only had this promotion set up to last 1 day. And it started yesterday, and it's going to end here in a couple hours. But several people asked me about designing a shirt and coffee mug and stuff. So I went on this website, I did it, and all you have to do is go to my website. Let me bring it up here. Just go to my website and click on the picture, and it'll take you right to where you can order it from if you want one. Now, some of you may not even want to. You could care less. That's fine. But for those that want it, many of you have already ordered it. I ordered some coffee mugs last night. I had to order me a hoodie. The hoodie I don't have up here because it's pretty doggone expensive. But I wanted a hoodie, so I wanted them to do one so I can order it. And I ordered a couple I Everybody in my family wanted a shirt. So not only did I lose $580 yesterday, I spent $300 ordering shirts and coffee mugs and stuff for everybody. But it was just a crazy day. But it's an exciting time. I am excited. Who knew that I would still be here after a year? Everybody else knew but me. I guess I didn't have faith or confidence in myself. But it's been an incredible thing. So today marks 1 year ago today. Yeah, 1 year ago today was the first day of the chat. No, the 23rd was the first day I opened up the chat room. So, today is a very special day as well. So let's take a look at EDU. This was this was the stock I locked in on out of the gate. The other ones just seemed a little bit too volatile for me. I didn't feel like I could comfortably trade those. But we did have some real good movers here. There was, several that people in the room took, members that in the room took, other than the one I took, and they did real good on it. So one of the things that you have to adapt, I know when the market is slow and we're looking for volatility, we're crying about, we want the volatility, we want our stocks to move. But in reality, when the volatility comes in, that's when a lot of traders get burned, because there are big swings in the stocks. It's easy for you to get stopped out. And if you don't have a plan to attack the market, a volatile market, when you start doing the same things you did when you had a low volatility market, you're going to get burned up. I mean, you're going to get ate up quick. So we have to adapt to what's going on. And I know, some people say you don't adapt your strategy, you just have to learn market timing. Well, that's just what the hell it is. The market is different. The timing is different. It's not the same. When you look at a chart during a volatile period, you're going to have, big swings, big moves up and down. When you look at a chart in a low volatility period, you're going to have more swings, but they're going to be smaller and shorter and tighter. The timing is different, and you have to adapt your strategy to trade the different volatilities. If you don't, you get ate up. So it doesn't matter how you word it, how you put it. You've got to know how to adapt. And we talked about different ways that you could do that in the class today, and went over 3 ways that you could determine the volatility in the market. 3 simple ways. I subscribe to the KISS method, and part of what I'm doing now is I'm adapting. I went through and I looked at all of my trades for the last couple of weeks and realized volatility is back. I had to adapt and change. So I'm being a little bit more patient at the open, because what was happening, like on this stock here, if I would have done my normal 5-minute opening range breakdown, I would have got in right here. This thing would have sold off and went right back up and stopped me out, and then worked. I'd have had to get back in, and I've been starting every day in the hole. Starting every day, anywhere from $180 to $300 in the hole. And I was just kind of tired of it. And yesterday, I kind of did the same freaking thing. I was supposed to be waiting, and I jumped in. And as soon as I got in, this thing turned against me so fast, I couldn't even react. The volatility is there. Earnings season is hitting, and this is going to be some fun times going forward. So I got in here and did get some pushback. It did hang around before we actually made the move, and ended up covering at my predetermined spots. And here's the final target here, 91.40. There was a daily level here, and that's where I put my target for my final target. Why do I cover some on the way? I'm going to lock in profits, because in a volatile market, these stocks can turn on a dime in the middle of nowhere. And I want to make sure I'm locking in profit along the way. And that's what I did. So now I waited for the pullback, was looking for the rejection, and obviously got in a little bit too soon and ended up getting stopped out. That I got a little bit irritated that I gave back some of my earnings. But I waited, didn't disengage. I waited for it to reject the 20 here, got back in. Here again, it kind of hung around, but we stayed below the 20 and ended up getting the move down. And my final target here was going to be the 90-day on the daily, which is this orange line here. Well, lo and behold, it's just my luck that it didn't even stop here. I'm thinking we would get a little bounce so I can load up again and get short. We didn't even get a bounce. This thing just lost it. Just lost its level. Now, yeah, if I'd have been in 500 shares, I could have, I would have had some left. But being that the volatility was the way it was, I'm not comfortable in 500 shares. So I traded 300 and was able to, make some good trades here. So I got in here, covered some down here, was a nice drop, and then got stopped out here, and ended up getting back in, looking for the move to go back down. I could have covered some here, but it just seemed like it was too close, and it ended up coming back and stopping me out. But all in all, it was a good trade. 510.76. Should have been over $800, but I had this go against me and just didn't get the rest of the move over here. But I'm happy. I got the meat of the move, which is all we look for. That's the number one goal, get the meat of the move. If it, runs down here, then great. Hey, so be it. Yeah, I chased it here, but I waited for it to attempt to push. On the 2 minute, we had a pullback, and so that's what I got in off of. And that's probably why I should have just took it all off here. But I did take 2/3 of it off here. But, all well and good. I was pretty happy with the patience I showed on this and the execution. The next trade I took was in my swing account because I wanted to load up on this, and I didn't want to tie up the limited buying power I had in my day trading account. So I got in here, and I waited for it to go red, and I went in half the size I normally would because I knew that if it didn't wash out here, it was going to pull back and retest. And when it did, I can get back in. And so that's what I did. So I was able to get in full size and got the cover here. These were my strategic points where I covered this. And it's funny because by the time I finished, as soon as I finished with this trade, I went to log in and I logged in this trade, this account, and was streaming it. And I guess it was bad luck because I ended up coming back and getting stopped on my profit stop. As soon as I logged in. I was looking for the wash. There was another level down around 66 that I was shooting for. But that was great. 739 minus commissions was 731.08. So we locked that in. And you can see at the time SCG wasn't doing well. My average price on it is 41.84. And these are still the same two that I was in last week. These are the ones I got in last week. I'm still holding them. I know this is going to be a long-term deal, but finally we got some movement toward the end of the day on this. So I locked in this. This is locked in profit. So I added to this. What is that? 1231. What, about 1241.84. So 1241.84 today. So that kind of makes up for the $580 I lost yesterday. At least it makes me feel better anyway. I don't think it makes up for the fact that I was just a complete jackass. But I apologize to everybody in the room for whatever it was they saw yesterday. So this is SCG. This is what I'm talking about. At the time I printed this, or I captured this, we were at 43.68. So, I was down almost 2 points on this. So at the end of the day, this thing started to sell off, and we closed at 41. So I'm actually up 84 cents on my position now. So we're green at the moment, and I am looking for this to wash out. This is my first target here at 40. I've been trading this gap ever since it happened. You know, this is, and if you don't know the story, this is Scanner. This is a local company. They had some trouble. I've been shorting this since August, and this gap up was a company looking at buying them out or merging. I don't think the company really knows what trouble that Scanner is in, or more importantly, SCE&G. So, you know, I just been looking for this to go down. So I've been shorting it. Finally, you know, we got some activity. So I'm thinking some bad news is coming out in the morning. If I'm fortunate, when I wake up, it's going to gap down and we'll be at 38. But if not, I will be taking some pre-market if we hit 40, you know, this level here. But I'm looking for it to close the gap and then continue moving lower. So pretty happy with this. You know, been holding out, so I'm up on that now. CARS has been a big disappointment. However, I thought we were doing something today. I thought we were bouncing here. But we pulled all the way back and closed weak. But we did close above the 20 EMA or the 20 SMA. And it's trending up. So I'm thinking that we're going to find some, you know, we're going to start building and break over this high here. So I'm looking for it to break through this and continue pushing up. You know, this sector I'm looking for is usually hot around tax time. I know the taxes may be delayed, but everybody's doing tax loans now. So I'm thinking that's going to be, you know, something interesting happening here. But yeah, if we lose this, I'm going to have to eat it and take it off. But I really believe we're going to pull back over this. So that is it. These are all my trades, my 2 swing trades that I'm still holding. I haven't been able to get in any new swing trades. I don't know if it's just me or just not, you know, being there at the right time. There's a couple that's triggered, that's been on our watch list, that's making moves, but I just haven't been there to really take advantage of it. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have something that I can take advantage of, and I won't have to keep holding on to these. Alright, so that's going to do it for me today. Don't forget, if you want to check these shirts out, just go to my website and click on the shirt, and it will take you right to where you need to be to order it. Oh shit. Shoot. It's only 2 hours left. So if you want to, you know, I hate it's a time. I might see if they can do it for me one more day, since I didn't get to make this announcement yesterday. Alright, but you guys take it easy and have a great night, a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow in chat.